What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Living Well Co with Chelsea. I'm so happy you're here. But today we're gonna just have a chit chat about wellness and fitness, and I'm just gonna share a little bit more about my personal journey. So let's get into it. I'm gonna try to get everything into one video, and I just have to say I am not a professional. Please seek a professional if you have any serious questions. I'm just sharing my personal journey. A little backstory. Growing up, I was always the fluffier kid, and for a while I felt bad about that. So that insecurity kind of carried with me, and I went to college. I was like, I'm not gonna gain the freshman 15. That's not gonna be me. That was me. Maybe I'll insert a picture here somewhere, but I definitely gained the freshman 15. I was eating, oh my gosh, I was eating pizza, nachos, tacos, ice cream. I was eating all the things, and I left that school and went to my HBCU, Oakwood University. And when I got there, I was with my friends. I was happy. I was having a merry good time. And so again, the way that we socialized was just going out to eat. Fitness wasn't top priority for me. It was school, having fun. School, having fun. Nothing to do with health and wellness. I ended my sophomore year and decided that going into my junior year that I was going to drop this weight. I was going to get serious about my weight loss journey. But when I started my weight loss journey, I was in the habit of cutting things out. So I cut out bread for an entire summer. I cut out cheese for an entire summer. I cut out sweets for an entire summer. And of course I saw results. I think I might have been the smallest that I had ever been, but I wasn't the healthiest. I didn't know much about protein. I didn't have a personal trainer or a nutritionist at that time, so I was just going off of what I thought I knew and what people would tell me to do. And, I worked out really hard. I kind of ran a little bit. I was in the gym every day doing a lot of cardio. Back then, I think I was staying in the gym for like 2 hours at a time, sometimes 2.5, doing a whole bunch of cardio and then lifting weight. And I've always enjoyed lifting weights. Lifting weights is my jam. I love lifting weights. I went into my senior year feeling really good. I started doing more protein and started eating a little bit healthier. I started to fall off. Then I wasn't working out as much. That weight started to come back. And it gets hard when it comes back. It's so hard to get it off when it starts to come back. And so I came home from college and I was able to maintain, but slowly, because I wasn't as active, started to gain weight again. I transitioned, went to grad school, and then while I was in grad school, I started CrossFit, and I liked it. I thought it was very hard. CrossFit was very helpful, and of course the community that I was doing CrossFit with was very helpful as well. Came home from grad school and the pandemic hit, and that rocked my world. I was eating Ben & Jerry's American Comb every day, every single day. I started building those bad habits again, not eating well, and I was not moving as much. Like, I would kind of walk, but not enough. Fast forward to 2022, August 22. I was sitting at my best friend's house with all of my best friends. It's a lot of us. And we were just talking about all of our goals and things we wanted to do. And that day, I said, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move. I am not about to live the way that I'm living. I'm not about to eat the same. I'm just going to change everything. It's very interesting. Once you change one part of your life, it starts to impact all the other parts of your life. And so that next day, it was a Sunday, that next day, me and my best friend went walking. We started walking like 3 to 4 miles a day. Actually, we might have started off walking 2 miles a day, and then we got up to 4 and 5. And the small movement made huge changes. I felt like I was in conditioning to be able to get back to what I knew, because I used to box. I was, like I said, somewhat of a runner, and I used to be in the gym. So I know what to do. I just wasn't doing it, and I wasn't motivated to do it. And honestly, it can feel like a daunting task, but if you just start and you just stay consistent and keep going, it'll be life-changing. It's been a back and forth, do it then stop, do it then stop. I was like, I gotta stop doing this. I have to figure out why I'm doing this. And for me, and I'll touch on this in some of the points, is that I was doing it conditionally, meaning, oh, I'm gonna work out for my birthday so I can look good on the beach, versus I'm gonna work out for the longevity of me being here for a long time and being healthy. That was my biggest thing. Like, I was doing it conditionally versus it needing to be a part of my life. I was the heaviest I had ever been. I was 210 pounds and I am 5'3". And I kept looking at my face. Like, obviously when your clothes don't fit properly, it can be sad, but I was like, my face is like my face was huge. It was so puffy. Because I was the heaviest that I ever have been, I wanted to reverse this. I wanted to change what I could. So let's get into some of the things that have worked for me. And I'm not going to go in any particular order. The first thing is you have to change your mindset. And you have to stop putting off working out. You have to make it a routine and make it a part of your life. Just like you wake up, you take a shower, you brush your teeth. You have to move. When it becomes a routine, it becomes habit. Like, some days I don't feel like it, obviously, but I try to move every day, even if it's 20 minutes or 30 minutes outside. I try to do something every day. So you have to change your mindset. And I said this on Instagram last week, is that instead of saying, I don't want to do this, or I could do this another day, putting it off, just say, I get to do this. You have an opportunity to live well, and so take advantage of it. Another thing that you can do is just try different workouts. My best friend and I, we got ClassPass, and we went all over the city trying different things. We did cycling at Soul Cycle. We tried this other cycling bar, Pilates. Love Pilates. I love Pilates. Tried different things, and that kept us moving. It kept us motivated. You just have to find what works for you and what is fun for you. And you may not know that unless you try different things. Accountability partner. Everybody needs an accountability partner. This person, you might share with them your goals, and they're going to hold you to it, and tell them to hold you to it. So whatever they are, whether they're short-term or long-term, whatever they are, have someone who can hold you accountable to what you said you were going to do. The next thing is consistency. And I mentioned this before. Consistency can't be conditional. I'm going to just do this for my birthday, or I'm going to do this for 3 months. Sometimes, you'll meet the challenge of like your body plateauing and all of that, but you just got to keep going. And document. I decided to document, and those pictures and videos showed me way more than the scale would ever, or it could ever show me. And so that leads me to my next point. Non-scale victories are very important. The scale is your worst enemy. It is to your detriment to get on the scale every day and see if there are changes, versus you looking at your clothes and see if your clothes are fitting better or you're losing inches. Measure your success based off of non-scale victories. Find your non-scale victories and go with those. So for me, especially when it came to clothes, when I couldn't fit the clothes that I had in my closet and I kept having to buy bigger sizes, that was a no-no for me. Like, I didn't want to go past a certain size. When I realized that I was buying larger clothes and I couldn't fit the clothes in my closet, and when I would go to the store and I couldn't really find what I wanted, that was it for me. We only going down from here. Another thing is, and this is important, stop comparing your journey to others and stop comparing it to who you used to be. So a lot of times what I would do is scroll all the way to my phone, 2015, 2011, and look at what I used to look like. And that girl, I don't think she's coming back. Look at who you are, set your goals, and be present and grateful for where you are and where you're going. Allow your body to do the work and be grateful and happy for how you look in every single stage of your journey. So right now, I'm not necessarily where I want to be, but I know where I'm going, and I love my body. I love it. I love it. I love my stretch marks. I love my curves. I love my jiggly arms, because guess what? They're getting more toned every single day. I'm starting to see the changes. So love your body at every step of the way. And yeah, love your body. Another thing is mindful eating. Just very careful to know what I'm consuming. And I've also noticed the older that I've gotten, you know, my body can't handle dairy how it used to. I love ice cream, I love cheese, but my body can't handle it. And so I prefer to feel good. Heavy carbs, a whole bunch of bread. I love bread. I love it. However, I know that my body can't handle or tolerate a lot of bread. I don't know if I'm gluten intolerant, but I know that I get bloated or I get really tired. And so be mindful of those things to know, you know, these foods aren't working for me. And do your research. Definitely consult a nutritionist, a personal trainer, someone who can guide you through this process. Have fun. Find something that's fun and something that works for you. And oh, one more thing, get rest. So your body needs a lot of rest, and you need to, while you're all working, you also need to rest your body. On Instagram, I asked the question, you know, what do people want to know about this journey? And a couple of people asked about like what keeps me motivated and how I stay disciplined. And honestly, I think using some of these tips that I shared, but also just realizing that it's not short term, it's for a long term goal, and it's just a part of life now. I just made it a routine, and some days it's hard to get up, and sometimes you might need a break, but you just have to keep going. Would this be a real video if my camera didn't die? Had to switch cameras real quick. So I was basically just saying that I was tired of making excuses for myself, if I'm being honest. And I knew that if I made this change to my life, that it would impact all the other things in my life, where I might have imposter syndrome, or where I would negatively talk badly about myself. I just knew if I changed this small thing, that it would impact everything else. And I also wanted it to be for the long haul. Like, I wanted to be fit. I want to be fit for the rest of my life. Like, I want muscles, I want abs, I want all the things. So you just have to find, like I said, and share some of those tips, you have to find what works for you and stick with it. Because I guarantee if you stick with it, you're going to see changes, and you're going to be excited about those changes, and those changes are going to motivate you. And when it comes to discipline, have balance when it comes to discipline. I think that would be my biggest takeaway. Have balance and try to live well. So just wanted to have this chit chat with you all. I thank you so much for being here. If you like this video, like, comment, and share. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.